Hey, this is Michael, and I'm going to be showing you how to make a sled for your table saw to cut pen blanks on the table saw in a really smooth, easy way, quick way to do it. And so I'm going to be putting this together. I've already drilled my holes and cut my wood just to save on time. I will post later the dimensions and some photographs. If you have any questions, just post something in the comments and I'll get back with you. But this is a design that my uncle did, and so I took his sled and redid my own. So let's get started. So what I've already done is I've already put my this to fit into the grooves of the table saw itself, so I can slide it easily back and forth. This is the wood pieces that we're going to put together here. So I'm just going to get going. If you have any questions, again, just put some comments in there, and I'll get back with you as quickly as possible. So for the sake of time, I'm just going to go ahead and use the wood that I've already pre-cut and pre-drilled the holes. Got to turn where the light's better so you can see. I need to have like some cool music going on so it's not so quiet. Okay, last screw. All right, and now we've got our sled. Fit it right there in the grooves. Now what we're going to do is we're going to create a saw blade mark right through, just to where when I'm running this, I can run right through the saw. And then we're gonna work on some pen blanks to show you just how smooth it is. So I'm gonna raise up our blade. I got a 7 1/4 blade on here right now. I want to just cut through enough to where I know I'm going to be cutting through the blank there. All right, I think we're in good shape. All right, this is going to get a little loud for a minute. I think I'm going to raise it up just a little bit more. All right, we're in business. So, a couple of things about what I do with my pen blanks. Something that I learned from my uncle. So I know what I'm making, I write the name of the wood on there. I also put a marking here so I can match up the grains later as I'm putting it onto the lathe. And also, what I like to do is also mark the lines there of lining up my brass tubes, so I know that I'm going to have enough room. And then also, if I'm going to be cutting a bunch of them at a time, I will number them, just so when I put them back together later, I'll have 1 of 1, 2 and 2, 3 and 3, and so on. So these are set up to do slimline pens or mechanical pencils. And these ones are for the cigar pens or Cubans. And so on this, I put UR for upper, and LR for lower. I've got my markings. They're all pretty similar, so I'm not going to have to, realign this as I set it up. I've got my marking for matching my grain there, and then also the name of the wood is on each one of these as well. So I'm going to get started here. These are all going to be pretty similar. I've got my clamp. You can never have enough clamps. So what I'm going to do here, and I'll get a little bit closer to the camera so you can see, is I am going to use another block of wood to line up right where I want it to be, right in line with the saw. So I've got my guide. I don't have to worry about resetting this up each time. I am going to use my clamp right here and tighten it down nice. So now I'm all set. So now each time I just have to throw my wood right here, and I'm all set and ready to go. And these are all lined up to be the same. So I'm going to show you how quick we can do this. Put this back in the grooves here. I've got my handle here. You just got to watch your fingers, okay? And as you slide through, you'll be able to cut your pen blanks pretty quickly. Boom, nice and smooth. I am going to put a 1 and a 1 so I can deal with those later. And now I'm just going to bust through here